Alright, so day two, I decided to use one of my course exercises. So this is day two of the funny challenge or the humor challenge. I don't even know what I'm gonna call it. I think I'm just gonna call it funny business or lighten up. Kind of realized yesterday that that's one of the bigger things is I need to lighten up. Just lighten up a little bit. It's not necessarily just about being funny. So I thought about what I could do. So today, for one of my courses that I'm taking, this is the remotely humor course on edX. Um, I decided to do one of my exercises for my little funny challenge, my humor challenge today. The challenge here was basically to look at one of your emails, your work emails that you recently sent, and to kind of reimagine it or rewrite it using humor. This is a whole course that I'm certified in, and in this particular instance, um, they do give you some humor techniques, but in this one, I didn't use any. So here's what I did. So here's the email. Yesterday I had an email about, so I'm a user experience designer, and I had an email about a graphics style guide. What a design, actually a design style guide. What a design style guide is whenever you are designing an application, like an interface, you have to document all of the colors so that they stay consistent, spacing, hit font size. You might put any icon libraries that you have in there. So you want everything to be pretty consistent. So somebody reached out to me. She's actually a new colleague on the team, and she wanted a copy of the style guide. And so I just responded. I have working on it. I just responded to the email. Um, Here are a few screens from my kitchen sink file. A kitchen sink file is basically the working file that you use to put together components, designs, tests, and everything like that. So it's really, really messy. So the base font is 16 pixels, which is how big the font size is, and 18 pixels is the larger body font size. So you want to use a smaller font size for general stuff like descriptions or captions, or sometimes you might even want to use it and for subtitles underneath main headings or subheadings. I'm sorry, not titles, but subheadings. Um, and then 18 pixels is the bigger font size. So the bigger font is like when you're writing paragraphs, or if you're describing something, you want to use this bigger font size. So that just kind of gives her an example. She's going to be using this on a dashboard inside this app. It's kind of a user dashboard. So I'm explaining to her which size to use. The font is Arial, which, as you can see, is a pretty bland font. And the headings for the font will start at 24 pixels. So, a heading, of course, is on top of, it's a bigger label. You might want to, I don't know what she's going to be putting on her dashboards, but she might want to title them, then put a subheading heading underneath there. So this shows her exactly or tells her exactly how the font size should look. Pretty generic stuff, right? We're using title case, which means just like this, the first letter is always capital, and the colors are attached. So there was an attachment there. I'm working on recording these rules. Pretty bland, pretty boring, right? So this is what I did to kind of inject or lighten up this email. Thank you for reaching out to ask about what I think. Here are a few screens from the file I call my kitchen sink. The base font is 16 pixels in size, and you can use it for single or double lines. You should use 18 pixel font for more than 2 or 3 lines of copy. Let me explain. The bigger font helps readers to see the words with less eye strain. Headings will start at 24 pixel, and they should be bold. I don't know why, but everything is written in the title case. That's what I was told. The name of the font family is Arial, and the hex values of the colors are attached. I'm working on recording these as rules, so it is easier for your dashboard and the app, for your dash in the app to match. Word to the mother. So I just decided to put a little bit of rhyme to it, and so I'm about to send this off. This is my homework. Yeah, so that's what I did today, and I decided that what I was going to do is we're not gonna try to continue this. And my goal is maybe to get 4 emails in with rhymes and see if anybody noticed.